In today's dynamic educational environment, you need an effective tool that links academic theory with relevant real-world applications. Peregrine Academic Services has such a tool in the Bloomberg Businessweek B-School Connection Education Resource Center. A key challenge for today's students is to link the theoretical concepts taught in the classroom with the application of those concepts in business. The B-School Connection Education Resource Center is equipped with the tools to help students link the theories they learn in the classroom with real-world events. The B-School Connection addresses common programmatic and institutional accreditation requirements, including general skills areas, foundational knowledge, global context, entrepreneurial skills, innovation, lifelong learning, and workplace application. The Education Resource Center, located at bscperegrineacademics.com, provides classroom-ready lesson plans and relevant business news articles. The lesson plans and article summaries are written each week based on current events from around the world. For students, the B-School Connection is their doorway to the world of business. Bloomberg News is the largest business news company in the world. As you will see shortly, the Education Resource Center includes news from Bloomberg, along with other noted sources of business news and analysis. The B-School Connection is an academic resource designed to inspire students to become engaged learners and persistent readers of current business news. Course professors and curriculum designers are provided with weekly news-based lesson plans that can be readily incorporated into any course for both graduate and undergraduate academic degree programs. Instructional support tools include online quizzes and exams, short case studies, knowledge and competency-based activities, discussion questions, and team-based exercises. For the academic institution, the Bloomberg Businessweek B-School Connection is an online education resource center designed to bridge the gap between business theory and practical application. The site integrates current global news into the classroom and inspires students to engage in critical thinking about events shaping the world today. Professors have access to current and archived article summaries based on business news from throughout the world. Although course professors are certainly free to develop their own lesson plans, we supply weekly lesson plans and activities that are ready to be implemented in the classroom. The Education Resource Center includes advanced search options for faculty and students to find relevant news articles. A comprehensive list of search fields help faculty and students find what they need. As seen here, article summaries and lesson plans are organized for easy selection of nearly any business or business-related subject. This allows faculty to select the most appropriate article and summary to illustrate concepts and principles and desired learning outcomes. This capability saves faculty hours of search time reviewing content to bring into the classroom. The B-School Connection, or BSC, includes full-text news articles from Bloomberg News. These articles are ported into the site every 24 hours. Because full articles are included, students and faculty do not need to have a subscription to specific news outlets. Thus, the Education Resource Center is a self-contained academic solution that can be readily and easily integrated into any classroom modality. Thus, the Education Resource Center includes a diversity of business news from a variety of relevant sources. If a news item is publicly available, professors can use the item for their weekly summaries and academic lesson plans. Our professional partners are members of the BSC Advisory Board. They are terminally degreed faculty who are recognized specialists within their academic discipline. As teaching faculty, they use the B-School Connection Education Resource Center in their own classrooms. Advisory board members go through a rigorous training program before they can publish to the Education Resource Center. The first step in the process of writing a weekly classroom-ready lesson plan is to find an appropriate news article. Advisory board members scan timely news articles that would best illustrate concepts and principles. Once selected, an article is categorized by one or more criteria. Such categorization is used for advanced search options and assessment questions. Next, an appropriate summary type is identified. Summary types include action learning, case study, outside expert, or self-assessment. Each lesson plan includes an article summary and an article abstract. The summary is a 1 to 2 sentence introduction to the article displayed on the article listings page. The abstract is a more detailed examination of the article from an academic perspective. Keywords help with article searches. Key learning points help the course professor understand the learning outcomes associated with the article summary and lesson plan. Classroom and student activities are provided based on the article. These activities may include debate, discussion, evaluation, decision-making, or presentations relative to the news article. The article summary author will also provide 2 or 3 discussion questions that can be readily incorporated into a discussion board posting, a short paper requirement, or a presentation. These discussion questions are further designated based on Bloom's taxonomy. We categorize discussion questions into 3 levels that help a course professor identify the most appropriate discussion questions for a particular assignment. Also included are 2 to 4 multiple choice questions for each article summary. Again, these questions are designated based on Bloom's taxonomy levels, similar to the discussion questions. While correct responses are provided to professors, they are not available to students. These questions can be used for a weekly quiz or perhaps even a more comprehensive exam. Finally, the summary author writes 2 or 3 open-ended questions for each article summary. A suggested response seen only by the professor is provided, allowing these questions to be used on a subsequent quiz or exam. Before the article summary and lesson plan is published to the Education Resource Center, it is reviewed and approved by an editorial board. This process ensures quality and consistency among all the article summaries and lesson plans. Approximately 15 to 25 summaries are published each week. Collectively, this includes 150 to 200 weekly discussion questions, activities, and quiz or exam questions. The archives of the Education Resource Center, which are accessible to all students and faculty, includes thousands of article summaries that can be used in a variety of ways to help illustrate and teach concepts consistent with intended learning outcomes. You can use the service for academic assessment using the online quiz and exam functionality. The process begins with the professor building student groups. This is important when you have multiple classrooms. Faculty build specific quizzes or exams by selecting questions based on any number of criteria, such as date range, how the article was categorized, summary type, question type, or Bloom's taxonomy level. The professor can assign custom point values for each question based on question difficulty. There are no restrictions on the number of quizzes or exams that the professor can build or the length of each quiz or exam. Quizzes and exams can have specific open and close dates for students to complete the assessment. The professor notifies the students that the exam is ready using an automated email utility. Once the students complete the assessment, results are shown on the professor's dashboard. If open-ended questions are included on the quiz or exam, the professor accesses the student's test and manually grades the item. The student sees the results on their dashboard. As shown on this slide, there are many flexible classroom integration techniques associated with the service. These techniques include case studies, discussion board posts, student presentations, short papers, team-based projects, and assessments. The B-School Connection Education Resource Center offers flexibility in use, specific to each academic program type, whether traditional, blended, or online. It can be used for both undergraduate and graduate business education. The Education Resource Center can be used to supplement a published textbook, particularly for courses that rely on books to teach foundational concepts and principles. In some situations, where courses are focused on application and higher level concepts, the service can even replace traditional texts, saving your students money. The Education Resource Center includes course integration guides and syllabi content for business education disciplines. Professors and curriculum designers can use this information to revise existing syllabi. We recommend that faculty complete Level 1 of the B-School Connection certification program. This ensures that professors are able to most effectively use and integrate the Education Resource Center into their courses. If professors are interested, they can proceed to Level 2 and Level 3 and could eventually become publishing authors to the service. Such certification is also useful for professional development and continuing education. Registered users receive a weekly newsletter that highlights current additions to the site. The newsletter is sent every Monday, and users can customize the newsletter based on their specific interests. Although a subscription to Bloomberg Businessweek is not required for accessing the news articles and instructional content within the Education Resource Center, students and faculty can personally purchase a print or digital subscription to Bloomberg Businessweek at a discounted rate. It can often be difficult to incorporate current news content into the classroom. We do it for you, addressing key accreditation and teaching challenges so that you can truly develop career-ready business graduates. The price for the B-School Connection Education Resource Center is just $15 a year per student. We also offer site licensing options to accommodate larger schools and higher volume. After a simple onboarding process, you will be ready to provide your faculty and students the tools they need to link academic theory with real-world application. To explore the benefits of the B-School Connection Education Resource Center, use this guest registration code to log in and investigate the site's impressive features and capabilities. If you would like more information about our service, or if you are ready to sign up, please contact us by phone or email. We are always ready to assist you in your continued pursuit of academic excellence.